For our project, we decided to study the correlation between walking trails and species richness. For our areas of study, we decided to use the Bolsa Chica wetlands and Huntington Beach Central Park.
Thanks, Joe. Let's figure out how it was done. Follow me.
We postulated that human foot traffic would have an adverse effect on plant life near trails in the Bolsa Chica wetlands and the Huntington Beach Central Park. Based on this, the core of our hypothesis became that increased distance from walking trails would result in a healthier ecosystem, reflected most directly by species richness. To collect our data, we took a meter-square quadrat and randomly placed it at intervals on each trail. This process was repeated 20 times at each location. With each sample, we counted the number of unique species and the sample's distance from the trail.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Let's get into our results. As you see here, this is our results from Bolsa Chica, and you'll notice this positive regression line means that there's a positive correlation between our number of species and the distance from our trail. And then as we go to our Central Park graph, you'll see that there's a negative correlation between the number of species and distance from the trail. Alright, let's take a closer look at our data.
For Central Park, the relatively small negative R value suggests that there's a small correlation, but one that contradicts our hypothesis. With an R value this small, the R squared value is basically negligible. In other words, the data collected at Central Park did not support the hypothesis regarding foot traffic and walking trail health. The data from the Bolsa Chica wetlands yield an R value of 0.640, meaning that there's a fairly strong positive correlation which corresponds with our hypothesis. The R squared value which corresponds to this was 0.410, which means that about half of the data that was collected is accounted for by the theory that we proposed.
Another source of error for our project is the Bolsa Chica wetlands and Huntington Beach Central Park are both maintained by humans. This means our data would not be close to accurate to our hypothesis as it would be if it were in actual nature.
Frankly, the data we collected did not support our hypothesis as strongly as we expected. Further steps for this project would probably be first to more accurately confirm this data to know that it's actually important and relevant to ecosystems nearby. After that, we would take measures to raise awareness about how dangerous walking off trail and destroying local plant life can be.